Hello everyone! My name is Rachel, but you can call me Out of Bounds if you want. I thought since this is my first talking video that I should introduce myself. So, hello! As you can see from the title of this video, I am making my own Pokemon region. I always wanted to do this after seeing artists and Poketubers make their own. My YouTube suggestions are full of Subjectively, Pragmagic, and Lockstein and Grogan, just to name a few. I loved watching their videos so much that it inspired me to make my own. I only got the starters right now, not even their evolutions. We're just gonna start real slow. I just want to nail down their designs before even continuing to their other stages. But without further ado, here are all the starters. First one up is Ferdant, the grass starter. Originally Ferdant was going to be a grass calf called Clangen, but I learned the hard way that drawing a tall-hoofed creature in the proportions of a starter really wasn't cutting out. It was actually terrible. I spent like 2 hours just trying to nail it down because I love Clangen. I wanted him to look good, but I never could. My boyfriend was watching me struggle drawing this little guy, and at one point he mentioned how it looked like a dog, so why don't I just make it one? So I changed up the original design to better fit that idea. I changed the hooves into paws, of course. I took away the horns, made the ears a little bit more dog-like, and I changed the shape of the tail. I also did change the size of the nose so it was less calf, and made his eyes a bit bigger. I kept the colors and the head shape from the original design. I don't know what I was doing with those eyebrows actually, but I took those things away. You'll see in the highlighting stage. I also made the color of leaves actually stand out. In the original, it was more of a design on Clangen than any kind of real leaf. But I really wanted to incorporate sage leaves, hint hint, into this dude's design. He's definitely one of my favorites, and he will be my starter. I think he turned out really good, definitely better than the original Clangen design. I'll miss that boy, but we'll bring the Himalayan cow back later. Anyway, without further ado, here is Clangen! Wow, so cute, adorable, love it. Ferdant is— oh, I said Clangen! Here is Ferdant! My bad. I'm still mourning, you know. But he will be my starter, and he's the best. Next one up is Crasp, the water starter. Crasp is adorable. It's my boyfriend's favorite, so I had to keep him looking iconic in my new style. He is based off a brown crab. He has those red markings around him to symbolize what grocery stores do when they wrap over the claws so they don't pinch people. Overall, he's just a cute little guy. I can't blame the people for liking him, but he's evil. Just look at him. But it was actually really hard drawing this dude. It took me a while to even get his proportions right, and I'm talking about the original drawing too. I just never drew a crab before, and Pokemon really doesn't have a starter proportion crab. There's no crustaceans in the starter lineup at all, actually. So I really didn't take inspiration from anywhere, so I just had to get everything from my little brain. And I did it! He has a solid design and I really do like him. His claws were literally the hardest part though. I couldn't figure out how to make the claws look good until I actually started adding more shape to him. I think it's all about shape really, and making things look more exaggerated so it looks better. Exaggerate reality so it's more interesting in the eyes of the beholder. So, I made the claws more of a tapered triangle. It's kind of hard to explain, but I think my drawing can explain it more than I can. I also had so much trouble with his shell frill. I just wanted it to look better than it does now. I would probably change that if I have like an idea later on. But for now, I think he's solid. He's a cute little guy. I did change the colors though. I've seen the common starter trend where they limit the colors and then add accent colors later on, so I wanted to fix that. I had too many colors in the original design and I thought I could sneak in the purple, but it was just too much. I think it looks good now, but it's definitely more blue. But without further ado, here is Crasp. Wow, so iconic! Very, very cute, and I think it's gonna be a fan favorite, for sure. Last one up is Eaglet, the fire starter. So Eaglet was originally going to be a squirrel, a red squirrel, but that didn't really turn out good. He has a solid design, I'll put him up on screen, but it just wasn't working out. It didn't scream starter, it screamed rodent. It wasn't something someone would want on their team, I think, so I had to do some digging. At first I started with a sun bear. It got to the point where it looked too much like it was connected to Teddy Ursa. I really wanted to put a sun design on its head, and unfortunately Teddy Ursa has a moon on its head. It just wasn't meant to be. After an hour of brainstorming, I came up with a bird. Like there's not 70 of those guys around. So I had to maneuver a minefield to avoid him looking too much like Torchic or too much like Talonflame, like all the birds in the world. But I'm making the executive decision that his second typing, even though he has wings, even though he can fly, he's not going to be a flying type. That is my decision, and I've made it. He is going to have a different typing, so he's not bound to that terrible overused typing. I actually like this guy a lot. If I wasn't so hellbent on getting Verdant, then I'd probably pick this dude. He's very cute. I love his white feathers along the top of his body. They're supposed to be down feathers. I really wanted to put that in his name to incorporate it in some way, but it just wasn't working out either. Me and my boyfriend were brainstorming it for an hour just to come up with the obvious choice of Eaglet. Whatever. Without further ado, here is Eaglet. Better than the rat, better than the bear, better than anything in the world, except for Verdant, sorry. And that was all the starters! Like I said, I will try and make their evolutions live up to these little guys. I want to make them look good, so I'm going to take some time with them. But these guys are nailed down. I might change some little things, but they'll be recognizable, don't worry. Anyway, I hope you guys liked this video, and thanks for watching this far. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye!